On the night the drum began to speak, the whole village could not sleep. That was how the story began in the land of Koncholo, a small African village surrounded by tall palm trees and red clay roads. People in Koncholo loved music, and the drum was the heart of their joy. Every festival, the sound of drums made children dance and elders clap their hands. But one drum was unlike any other. It was hidden deep in the forest, and the old people whispered that it could talk. No one believed the story until a poor hunter named Kweku found the drum one hot afternoon. He had gone far into the forest searching for bushmeat, but instead, he found the sacred drum resting under a giant iroko tree. The drum spoke in a deep voice, saying, "Kweku, do not fear me. Beat me with respect, and I will give you what you need." Kweku was afraid, but he obeyed. He tapped the drum gently, and suddenly roasted meat, ripe plantains, and cool water appeared before him. Kweku could hardly believe his eyes. From that day, whenever he was hungry, he returned to the forest to beat the drum, and his needs were always met. But Kweku was kind. He never took more than he needed, and he shared the food with his family and neighbors. Soon, the village people began to wonder why Kweku's home was always filled with food while others struggled. Out of jealousy, they reported him to the greedy chief, Nana Oben. The chief was a man with a wide belly and restless eyes. He always wanted more gold, more wives, and more food than anyone else. When he heard about the talking drum, his heart burned with greed. He ordered his guards to bring Kweku to his palace. "Kweku," the chief said, "take me to this magical drum. If it truly gives food, then it belongs to me, the ruler of this land." Kweku begged him not to be greedy. "The drum gives only to those who respect it. If you beat it with greed in your heart, something bad may happen." But the chief only laughed. "A drum that refuses me. We shall see." They marched to the forest, and the chief struck the drum with all his strength. Instead of food, swarms of angry bees flew out. The bees chased the chief and his guards, stinging them until they ran in shame back to the palace. The whole village laughed when they saw their swollen faces. That night, the chief returned secretly, determined to try again. He beat the drum harder, shouting, "Give me gold. Give me riches." This time, the earth shook, and the ground split open. A great flood poured out, chasing the chief until he was almost drowned. He fled, crying for help, and from that day he never went near the forest again. The drum remained hidden under the iroko tree, waiting only for those who came with humble hearts. Kweku continued to visit it, taking only what he needed, and he lived a long and peaceful life. And so the elders say, greed turns blessings into curses, but humility opens the door to miracles.